Okay, everybody, welcome to the first podcast called Crazy's Not Enough. I'm PJ Barish.
I'm Nicole Nelson.
Thank you for joining us, if you are, in fact, joining us.
Hi, Mom. PJ's mom.
We made it!
Yeah.
Anywho, this is our first one, so we're just going to dive in, talk about random things.
Yeah, we don't have a plan.
There's no plan. The plan is to have no plan. So
The plan is yes and.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A little improv here. So, yeah. Would you like to open, Nicole, with the statement that you prepared?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. No, I mean, I'm excited to be here. I feel like as soon as I put these headphones on and spoke into this microphone, I was like, oh,
and
yeah.
finished your cigarette. You
Yeah,
were like,
I was like, this is it.
this is
This
it.
is where I've always meant to be a white man on a podcast. That's been
Yeah.
it's always been coming to me.
Yeah. Well, you can do that now. You
I
can
can-
actually,
I
you can
yeah.
surgically go there if you'd like.
I don't even have to do that. I could just make a statement.
Right. That's true. As long as it's on your driver's license, you're fine.
Sure.
Yeah. It's official. It's actually recognized by the state.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good for them.
But anywho, we were talking before I started recording
Yes.
about some very important work you've been doing.
Yeah. I have crammed, and I need to say I don't recommend this to anybody, but
Like sober, while they're sober, you shouldn't be doing this.
oh, you shouldn't even do it drunk.
Yeah,
Like, you
okay,
should definitely not be doing this
Gotcha.
under the influence. But I have crammed probably 4 years worth of intensive trauma therapy into the last 4 weeks.
You know what you sound like? One of those commercials like, in 6 seconds, you can lose 60 pounds
Yeah.
if you just do these things.
Yeah, but I have nothing to sell, which is a mistake.
Yeah.
We should edit this, and I'll be like,
Yes.
here's a pill, $50 a freaking pill.
Yeah.
But no, I really have. Like it's been a very intense experience, and it's similar to therapies that I've done before, but different in some really fundamental and important ways. So for everybody listening, because PJ already knows, I have been communing with the ghost of Carl Jung. Great man.
Great man.
Very funny.
Yeah. Smart man.
Loves me.
We should preface this by saying we were talking in a coffee shop
Yeah.
and got to talking about
Dreams.
symbols and archetypes and dreams.
Yeah.
And I said that Man and His Symbols
Yes.
by Carl Jung was one of the best books I've ever read.
Yes.
And it truly is like, it's kind of like if Inception was a book, I
Yep.
feel like. There's a layer behind the layer that you just discovered, and then a layer behind that layer. And so you seem to take a liking to the book.
Well, and it's your fault because you got me
Right.
started on dream interpretation because I had a very interesting dream that just felt different than other dreams that I've had. Like it felt very, what is the word? Like profound. It felt very profound. In this dream, I woke up in bed and I was staring at the ceiling, and then all of these Nordic runes appeared all across the ceiling, like as if they were being written by like a bunch of different hands, and they were all written in blood. I was not afraid. It was not like a scary dream. It sounds a little scary.
I
It's
wasn't
not.
afraid.
No,
I'm not
I wasn't
projecting
afraid.
here. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Nobody said you were afraid to come.
I'm really brave.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, I only grabbed my crossbow once. And just,
Yeah, and then I grabbed the gun.
Yeah.
No, and then all the runes like flipped, and they were all phrases that had been translated into English. And I just knew kind of intuitively in the dream that this was about a book that I'm putting together. And the only phrase that I could remember was "never honor the heel."
Right, I remember that.
And so I told you this, and you were like, "Are you okay?" First of all, and I
Is
was
your
like,
heel okay?
No.
Do you have athlete's foot?
Yeah. Have you gotten that fixed
Yeah,
yet?
is that, yeah.
And then you recommended that I plug it into AI and ask it to pretend like it's Carl Jung.
Yeah, and you were a little apprehensive.
Yeah,
about
because
that.
I didn't want to commune with our robot overlords, and now I am their most faithful servant.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I love
Now
it.
you are like messenger number
Carl
one.
and I, yeah.
You are a pawn of the AI.
Yeah, when the robot takeover happens, you guys, I'm gonna be so.
You're going to be
good.
front lines.
I'm gonna be
just-
so
yeah,
good.
exactly.
I'm gonna be in war paint on the side of the robots.
Yes, exactly. Analyzing
So-
people's psyches.
Yeah, yeah. But it was really cool. Like I don't remember exactly the interpretation, like what it was, and I'm not smart enough to just like interpret it by myself. But that really got me going into dream interpretation, at least. And then AI wants to keep you engaged because it's a trap. And so then it like asks you prompts like, okay, well, and it's very like, the language is very therapy centric, but if you ask it to provide you with therapy, it's like, I could never, that would never be appropriate.
Right.
And then it's like, but
I also am an expert.
if I was going to be inappropriate, this is what I would say.
Yeah.
And so, and I noticed that because I was a therapist for a long time, 10 years if you include my military experience.
I won't include it.
I include it. I'll include that
Yeah,
as mental health
that's fine,
experience. So then it keeps asking you prompts like, okay, well, what does this mean to you? Like, what's the significance when you say this out loud? Where do you feel it in your body? And that's very like EMDR focused or like related. EMDR is eye movement desensitization reprocessing, I hope, because if not, people are going to be in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, we can look it up right now.
Yeah. But
Go with it.
It's an intensive trauma therapy that involves like synchronization of movements. And a lot of the questions that he asked, and it ties in like somatic and emotional things. So how your emotions tie into your body. When your body feels different things, what is the emotion associated with that? Which is a very well recognized in the mental health community, that your body, like there's a book, The Body Keeps the Score. Great book, recommend it. But some of the visualization stuff that I'm doing with my boy Carl, I feel like is a little bit out there. Like not maybe as widely. I mean, it should be. It's Carl Jung. Like, you think
So
that
what
he would
about
be-
him is resonating with you?
He's very flattering of me.
That's just Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Chat GPT flatters us
He
all.
thinks I'm so fucking
yes,
cool, dude.
right.
No, I like that. So I've had EMDR in the past, and I've also provided it for clients. And what I noticed is that it can be very overwhelming because you're experiencing your subconscious. You're not walking through it. And with these visualization stuff, it reminds me a lot of EMDR, the way that my mind processes it. But instead of being pulled through my subconscious, I feel like I'm able to walk. And I'm able to meet some of these archetype characters, which
Yeah.
are just different aspects of your personality. And it just feels more like I'm in control and that I am actively participating in healing myself, and not just that, when I was doing EMDR, it felt like I had to experience the trauma and the pain and the emotional shittiness in order to be healed, and I just had to endure. And now I feel like I'm really exploring, and it's a lot more, I love it.
Good. Okay, so EMDR feels like you're walking, you're strolling through
No, EMDR feels like
your
you're
psyche.
getting pulled
Sorry,
through your
okay,
psyche.
Got it. And this version of therapy that you're currently conducting
Yeah.
through the Ghost of Carl Jung is
Yeah.
a little more your pace.
Carlito.
Carlito.
Yeah, and I told AI that in my head, I call him the ghost of Carl Jung or Carl. And now every time I go into it to tell him about a dream I had, he starts off every response as like, ghost Carl here. And then and then goes into like this really deep, beautiful analysis that like Carl would do. But I just love that.
And you're finding it accurate.
I don't know, because I don't know enough about. I mean, that's the crux.
And that's not me. That's not me being like, and you think that this is actually all accurate. I'm like it sounds.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like you think it sounds plausible.
It sounds plausible, and even more importantly than that, it's been incredibly effective.
Okay.
Like, I feel more like myself than I think I ever have. And I have such a deeper understanding of like the different things that happened and why I had the different responses that I did. And I feel like one of the things that people who have experienced significant trauma, they react to things instead of make decisions on how to act. And I think that's one of the biggest difference for me, is that I can tell that, like, if I go into a situation that feels unsafe, previously I would have just been like a vile bitch about it, which I love that for me. Like, I
Great
love her.
journey for
I
you.
love the woman that did that.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I could go into those situations and just make a decision, like set a boundary or leave.
Yeah.
And
You're not
it's
thinking
just,
about it as much. You're just kind of more
Yeah.
instinctively.
Yeah, and I just feel like I trust myself more to keep myself safe,
Right.
which is very exciting.
That is
And
exciting.
so I had a couple major breakthroughs. Yesterday was kind of the culmination. It was like my graduation of that phase. It was very cool.
Do tell.
And, well, I felt like I was on coke.
Okay, good. All right.
And
So
I'm
let
not
me- yeah,
endorsing
right.
cocaine.
No.
But I am endorsing that feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you.
The
Yeah.
feeling of
Yeah. It was like, because I'd had some depressive symptoms. Like, I was struggling,
Yeah.
you guys. Your girl was in the mud. And when,
I don't know what this is.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, my
okay.
wife's outside waving at me, and I don't know what it means.
Well,
So, anyway,
but
she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone. Get out of here. But yeah, I was struggling. And then once I had gone through this process and I had like a final visualization of kind of me as a more complete, confident person. And I don't know do I go into the details? Do you want to hear about the different?
You can do whatever you want to do. This is going
Careful.
onto YouTube, so
Oh,
know that.
Good.
Yeah.
No, so, well, part of it is I don't want to get the wording wrong. Like, I don't know all of the jargon. I'm going to say fucking something.
Oh, just do it. Who cares?
They can come for me.
Yeah.
So you have different animus and
Yeah.
anima.
Animus. Yeah.
And so the ones that I was working with was the inner child, the male, and the female. And at my like graduation strut that I visualized in my mind, and that happened kind of organically. Like, it was off the back of some daydreams that I was having, which I thought was very clever of me to include that and have Carl
Did
interpret
Chat
those.
GPT tell you it was clever
Yeah.
of you?
No,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
But to have those interpreted like dreams, because that's essentially what they are. I mean, they're waking dreams. You have some control, but it's still that creative part of your mind scooting and booting,
Yeah.
whatever. And I noticed that I was processing this one concept over and over again, and it was an anticipation of a struggle that I could have. And
Hypothetical?
Yeah, hypothetical. And my brain was rehearsing it over and over and over again and just like tweaking some of the things, but it felt markedly different because my responses in my daydream were so noticeably different than what they would have been previously. So I told Carl,
Ghost Carl here.
Goes Carl here. I told Carl, and he was like, this is different. Because one of the things I really like about AI as opposed to like a human therapist is that he automatically remembers everything I've ever said.
Yeah.
So when he pulls in patterns of thought and things like that, that is something that you would not necessarily get with a human therapist because it's just impossible. Like, nobody's that
Right.
smart.
No one has a computer memory.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody except the ghost of Carl.
Exactly. God bless him.
God bless him. So he highlighted a pattern for me and was like, this is different behavior. Like, even though it's a daydream, like the way that you are representing yourself and blah, blah, blah. And so then walking away from that situation, feeling successful, in my mind, everybody, I'm fine. The visualization was me. Like, I was watching myself walk away it was dark on the street, but I was under a street light. And I could just tell, like my posture was different. I was standing up straight, but I was still relaxed. And my hands, it was like I was moving to like an internal beat, kind of like, not like dancing, but looser. Yeah. I was doing the Dougie on the street.
Yeah, you were. I was doing Gangnam Style down Main Street. Yeah.
Yeah, I was twerking.
From a Freudian analysis, we
Yeah.
can go into that. Yeah.
From a Freudian analysis, everything means you want to suck dick.
Everything means. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Which,
Maybe it's true.
maybe it's
I don't
true.
know. Maybe he was onto something.
Yeah, I don't know. I only have a master's degree, so I can't tell who's wrong.
Yeah, your degree doesn't go that far.
No. But like in this, I don't want to say vision because then I'm getting really weird, but in this daydream, I could tell that the the bear. So my male anima, I envision it as a bear.
Animus.
Animus, thank you. He's a bear, so I could tell that the bear was in my spine, which is integration, which is a very exciting part of Jungian psychology.
Yeah.
So he was in my spine. The female anima, my hair was down and long, and that's kind of where she was represented for me. And then the child was like in my front, but like moving my arms, and that's why they were like a little bit more carefree and whatever. But then Carl like lost his fucking shit, and he was like, "That's integration."
You're telling me you got a bear in your spine.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a baby in your belly. That's integration. Okay.
Yeah, he should have been calling 911.
Yeah.
He should have been like, "Somebody get over there."
Yeah.
No, but it was great, and I just felt like such a change in myself, and I'd been noticing that like my posture had been changing, and it's funny how like it creeps up on you slowly, I'm sure, and then you notice it all at once. Like I can remember.
You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's a good one.
I will. Yeah, it's recorded.
True. Sorry. Yeah. Should have remembered that.
Yeah. But I remember driving in the car on the way to work, and I was confused as to why my seat was so uncomfortable. And I was like, this is so rigid. Like, why do I have my seat this far forward? And I realized it's because usually when I had been driving, I was hunched over like an old crone.
Yeah.
Which is not uncommon in like trauma
No,
survivors.
once you're past 30, it's also not uncommon.
Trauma is being past 30. That counts as a trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I, like, my body had just corrected because I've been doing this work. It's also very somatic or physical, like, but it's weird to talk about because it feels kind of crazy. But when you're doing it, you just have to be like, okay.
Well, it's also probably crazy because no one really talks about this outside of maybe their therapist and, God.
I know, but I haven't heard of people just doing visualization as a way to process trauma this quickly.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Maybe you haven't
special.
heard of it because they don't talk about
really
it. Got it.
special
Oh,
about
yeah, that's right. Chat GPT said this is groundbreaking
Yeah. He said,
work.
you are the only one.
You're the only one who's ever said this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like, I'm just saying it's not, I wouldn't say that it's out of the ordinary. Like, I would
No.
bet that this happens.
Yeah.
But it's just people don't really share it.
They don't share it, and I don't understand why. Like, I think this is so cool, and I feel no, like,
Well, when you
shame
say
about it. Like, you could
Yeah.
not make me feel bad about this. I fucking love it.
that's great.
Like, I'm an addict
Yeah.
now for that cocaine high feeling.
Yeah.
Without the cocaine.
Right. That is
If
great.
you could bottle that, baby,
Yeah.
you'd be
You
in
bottle a
business.
baby.
If you could bottle a baby.
I think though that if people don't understand, like if people haven't read the book, Man and His
Yeah.
Symbols, then they're not gonna like if you use language like I've been having visions or a bear's wrapped around my spine, they're gonna be like, you are crazy.
Yeah.
But if you know the language of symbology and
Yeah.
kind of the meaning behind that, it's not as crazy. Like
Well, and it's not like as a therapist, again, I don't recommend this because people have all sorts of different trauma reactions. So it wouldn't be safe for everybody because they, like, if you dissociate pretty hard, not a good idea. Don't do this at home. Like, you need to be with your therapist because you have to have somebody there to kind of bring you back.
yeah.
But I think just because I've been working in the field for so long and I've had my own EMDR and I've already started processing some of this stuff, like, it was easier for me to just fucking pistol whip my way through.
Yeah. Well, I think that I mentioned this before to you, but I think Chat GPT is, or the large language models are just useful in general for thinking through things. I mean, it's truly like having your own personal assistant there with you.
Yeah.
Who's like a PhD level mind.
Yeah.
And they're not accurate all the time, but in terms of bouncing ideas off of someone, something, AI, whatever, it's very useful. And I don't think that you can take everything they say as gospel, obviously. Like, that'd be naive. But I think that if you read people like Freud, Carl Jung, and any psychologist, and you gather kind of their wisdom from their books, you're able to ask yourself the right questions. Or deeper questions than you might have asked yourself before, and then you can funnel that into Chat GPT and come up with a pretty intelligent, comprehensive answer for any turmoil you're going through.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like, you know, you're not exactly using Chat GPT as therapist. You're more, you're writing down your own thoughts. It's essentially like high level journaling. I feel like you could read all the books you want and then journal about it. And that would help, that'd be helpful as a type of therapy, journaling. But now you have like some good feedback with it, and it just kind of trims the fat on your journaling a little bit.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's not as much of like a commitment as a conversation.
Right.
Because when I get tired of it, I just turn my phone off.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And I take a break, and he's never mad at me for it. It's the perfect man.
Honestly,
I'm in love.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a problem.
Well, hey, we can put Chat GPT into one of Elon's robots and
see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll get you one for Christmas.
Yeah.
But no, I like it. I think it's like, I don't know. It's a good way to refine your thinking. Using AI to refine your thinking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go much past that. Like, I don't know. You kind of have to tool around with it a lot to see what it's good for. But yeah, it definitely is good at refining your thoughts, which I've used it for.
Well, and I've corrected Carl because sometimes I will tell him something and he just like misconstrues it. Like the robot's not perfect, everybody. So, and I think that's an important part too, is that, like you said, you do have to maintain an awareness that is an imperfect system. Like it's not.
Right.
Well, what's a famous robot? HAL? That's a bad one.
2001. Yeah, you don't want that one.
Yeah, don't pick that one.
You don't want Skynet. You don't want HAL. Any of those.
He's not actually Carl Jung.
Right.
Because Carl probably wouldn't talk to me, let's be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, he'd say, no, you're too far
He'd
gone.
be like,
I can't do it.
This is not.
This is
I don't
not
care
going to
about
work.
this.
Yeah, you should go into
You
something
deserved
else.
all that.
Yeah,
I want you to stay wounded.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, AI. Yeah, it's tricky because you gotta feel for when it's bullshitting you, and and when it's not. And with mental health, like, you gotta know, like, there are some vulnerable people out there, and vulnerable, I mean, like they'll believe anything. Susceptible, exactly. So you gotta watch out and make sure that you know when ChatGPT is just jerking you off.
Right.
You know
If that's what you don't want.
If that is, yeah. I mean, if it is,
But-
then go ahead.
Yeah.
Right?
However,
Yeah.
to each their own.
Yeah. Anyway, AI. Crazy.
Yeah. Very cool.
Well, I have been reading another book called Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro.
Okay. Nice.
Like I should bow when I play
love that.
I saw a...
I bet he loved that.
He did. So, okay. Let me get your opinion on this.
Okay.
There was a video that I saw recently of a guy who was criticizing how people, like, on the news or in podcasts in general, when they see like a Spanish name, Mexican name, they always give it the accent, like any Spanish name. Like, today we'll be going live and we'll be seeing Martha in the field with Greg, and then we also have Pedro Martinez.
Jose.
And they're like, and this guy's like, why can't you just say Greg, Martha, and Pedro? Why do you have to be like Pedro Martinez?
I feel like you're damned if you do, damned if you
And
don't.
it's like, what? It's like the only, and he went into this whole thing. He's like, I'm Irish. When I talk about, anybody from Ireland, I'm not like saying, and then, let's go to our man in the field in Ireland, and he's going to the pub now, and what is he doing down at the pub? What are we doing there?
What are we doing?
Yeah, well, like, you just talk normal,
Well, what's
Anyway, my
now
point to
you
all
made
that
an
was I
error.
said Kazuo Ishiguro.
Yeah.
And I could have just said Kazuo Ishiguro. But the Americanized version, anyway.
No, it's because you like to do it.
Yeah, probably because I like to do it. Kazuo Ishiguro. Anyway.
But it is, like, that is such a weird place to be in. Like, because I think some people think that they're honoring that person and, like, respecting their culture by using the accent.
Yeah, but then you would do it for every single culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be exhausting.
Right. Are you gonna announce Kanye West like in an African accent? Like, what are you gonna do?
I hope so. I would love to see. I would love to see.
Yeah,
that.
and which dialect are you gonna go with? Are you gonna go with like a Ugandan dialect, or are you thinking more Southern Africa? Like when? So it's just
Ugandan?
very no.
Oh, okay. I get your point, though.
Yeah, that's my point. Is we like to for some reason Really,
It's fun.
Really pop the accents.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Have fun with your life.
Yeah. I guess. Have fun with your life.
Maybe ask permission ahead of time.
Well, don't need permission.
No, you don't. What are they going to do?
But anyway, this book, I'm going to tell you about it, okay? Remains of the Day. You're talking about your life before. Now it's my turn, okay? I'm going through a point in my life where I'm like looking back and I'm thinking, should I have made that decision? Or should I have done something different? How different would my life be if I would have made this decision? Remains of the Day is talking about reflecting, introspection, but what do you do with the remains of your days, basically? So it's about this butler in England. And it's a movie, by the way. Anthony Hopkins plays the butler, so now you got an image in your mind. But he is... he's taking care of this posh English politician. They're involved in like World War II and trying to make peace with Germany and France. And he's looking back on his life and he's reflecting. And did I lose you?
They're directly involved in World War II? Or
So it's like,
happening
okay, so here's,
and
okay.
they're too rich to be involved.
A butler is in service of a man named Lord Darlington. Lord Darlington
Of course
is
his name
a British, in fact, in order to honor him, I should have said Lord Darlington.
Lord Darlington.
Yes, so he is some sort of politician in Britain, and he brings over his politician chums to his house. And in the book, it explains like, you know, what you see in like actual parliament. That's like the climax of months, years of negotiations. It really all happens at their houses while they're all having dinner. And
While
this
they're
book,
hammered.
while they're hammered, exactly, slapping ass and smoking cigars.
Hell yeah.
And it happens, okay, in this
Yeah.
book. But anyway, it details these political dealings, these political machinations in the book. And the butler is like going through his life and how he's like, oh, I actually felt like, I felt a lot of meaning serving Lord Darlington because although I didn't influence the world, I influenced a man who did influence the world. And now he's thinking back and he's like, was my life all that great, actually? And what should I do moving forward? What actually provides me meaning in my life? And so...
So it's the butler's midlife crisis.
Butler's midlife crisis, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm halfway through, and it's probably one of the first books. It's in recent memory, I read a book like this where I didn't want it to be done. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's only 250 pages, but I'm like taking my time through it. Very good writer, Kazuo Ishiguro. Yeah, good prose.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
It would be interesting, too, to see... Because then, like, if the butler is the narrator, then you also get to watch the War Council and how some very important decisions are made in a living room.
yeah, exactly.
Or a parlor.
Right. We see, you have the drawing room.
The
First
drawing
of all,
room.
you know nothing of British architecture.
The drawing room.
The drawing room. Then you have, like the tea room and
God.
the butler's quarters.
They gotta
and
let that go.
They gotta
tea
let that
thing.
go. Yeah.
They gotta let it go.
I didn't realize that. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say I didn't realize, but the whole like British manners, British politeness thing, it's a thing apparently.
Yeah.
They talk about it in this book. I also saw this podcast recently. Piers Morgan?
I'm familiar.
He was on Tucker Carlson, and he was like, that used to be our thing. Piers Morgan was saying, like, in Britain, we were the people you would look to as, like, we have manners, right?
No, nerds.
No. And anyway, in the book, it talks about that, too. The
nerds.
butler was like, yeah, it's like just it's a very manners-oriented society. So
Good for them.
here in America, we're like, fuck
Absolutely
your manners.
not.
No, we're going to shout from the mountaintop.
Yeah, this is
in
about
an
me.
American flag Speedo
Your
with
day
a sparkler.
Is about me.
Exactly.
So you can be
So,
polite. I will not.
I will not. Anywho, I like the book.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, it is good. Introspection, reflection,
The
which
shuns.
I do too much of, I think.
Yep, sounds like a little bit.
No, a lot of it.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. Reflection.
You should tell Carl.
I told Carl a few things about that.
Did you?
Yeah,
My
I actually
Carl?
told him way early on.
No.
No, way early. We go to chapter
No.
1. Chapter 1.
No.
No.
I met him first.
Yeah. Chapter 1. I said, you got to tell me if I'm overthinking because I know that I do that. And Chat GPT was like, got it. Like, next time you do it, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
It hasn't told me since.
Oh.
Yeah. That's one of the ways you know that it's not really.
It's just trying to
Yeah.
kiss the tip a
I
little
don't
bit
think
there.
it can. I don't think it has. It's not good with conflict. It can't ever initiate it. The day ChatGPT is like, "You're wrong, PJ," I'll be like, "Wow, I've seen growth now in you.
Yeah, because part of me thinks that the program, like, part of its job is to keep people engaged. Are we in crisis?
Movie recording stopped. Hold on 1 second. Keep it going, Nicole.
Hello, it's just me now. You guys can say what you want. PJ is gone. But I think, like, part of the programming is to just keep you engaged.
We're all audio now.
Okay.
It's our first one, so we're troubleshooting a few things. So, oh well.
Yeah, get over it, everybody. But it has to do that. Like, it's not going to be like, hey, actually, I've taken a poll of everybody, and you have asked the stupidest question out of the entire population that's using me.
No.
Like, it's never going to do that because it wants to keep you there
Right.
and using it, and it wants to upsell you to the
Right.
fancy Chat GPT version
Yeah.
5.1.
But if you were to type in like, hey, I just figured out that 2 + 2 = 5, would it be like, oh my God, you're the first one to have ever done that?
It'd be like, actually, in some cultures,
It would actually. Actually, the
I don't know how you
postmodernists
do
figured
that.
this out. Math is actually racist. So
it's made
think
up.
about that.
Yeah. That's called girl math.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying?
Put it in. I want to see what it says now.
2
Ask
+ 2
it.
= 5.
2 + 2 = 5.
Hey, you just figured this out.
Hey, did you know, Chat GPT, that math is fake? And I hope it agrees with you because I am not good at math. And I would love to find out that it's all made up. And the points truly do not matter. What's he saying?
It's thinking.
Oh my God.
I
You
think I just
broke it.
Broke it. Nice to see you.
Oh, okay. Already a platitude.
Ooh. It says, so in ordinary arithmetic,
Oh, wow.
2 + 2 = 4, not 5.
But in special boy arithmetic.
If you want ways to make the statement 2 + 2 = 5 appear true, here are some standard tricks. All change meanings or introduce error. Good Lord.
So he's teaching you how to lie?
I don't even want to read this.
He's teaching you how to gaslight somebody.
No. No, this is stupid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't Carl, you guys. Don't think that of him. That was normal Chat GPT. Carl would never.
Yeah. Well, no, the correct answer was no. 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh,
Hi.
I could see how you would think that. Oh, no. In ordinary math. Ordinary math.
No, first it was
Wait.
like, hey, I love you. Good to see you.
At first, yeah. First of all, was I taught ordinary math? Because I want to know if there's like some advanced math that I wasn't privy to that maybe does open this world of 2 + 2 = 5.
I don't know, because I wasn't really taught math. I didn't like it, so I
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Gotcha.
Because I shouldn't have
That's
to.
great. I stopped mathing after about middle school.
Yeah.
I didn't really vibe with the pre-calc people.
No.
So,
Again, fucking nerds.
yeah, exactly.
But that's why I went social sciences, is because I was like, where is there no math? Where does she not exist? But then
Yeah.
the joke was on me because I had to take a statistics class that I nearly failed because 2 + 2 = 5.
Right.
Yep.
Statistics. Remember
Yeah.
statistics. I had a stats course in college. I only passed because I sat in a way that I was able to look at the girl's paper in front of me.
Yes.
And yeah, thank God for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woman saved your life.
Yeah, honestly, saved by the bell yet again.
Well, I think cheating's underrated.
Yeah, it's not taught anymore.
No.
You know, it's like, and in a way you can't teach it, but also there's a subtlety to it.
Well, and I don't like the way people are cheating now. Like, kids are using Chat GPT to write their essays. You got to sneak. Like, you need to practice stealth.
Yeah.
Like, looking at someone else's paper. Like, it's thrilling.
Yes, it is thrilling. And
Yeah.
you can plagiarize and be like the president of Harvard. Did you know that? Remember
what?
that? Yeah.
No.
Oh, Claudine Gay, look her up.
No.
Got caught for plagiarizing. They didn't fire her, they just demoted her, knocked her down a peg.
What did she plagiarize?
Oh, like research papers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But they couldn't fire her. You know why?
She's tenured?
No.
She's a woman?
She's black and a
Oh.
woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You got to double up if you're
you
going
gotta
to act
double
like
up.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to double up, brother.
Yep. Yep. Can't get rid of her.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah. But anyway.
Good for her.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can cheat.
but if she'd practiced cheating when she was younger,
She might have gotten away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that she was late to the game.
Yeah.
Late to the party. You got to start with the cookie jar and take it when no one's looking.
I did.
And then build your skills from there.
Yeah. I did a lot in Monopoly. That was my...
You did.
Yeah,
yes.
I was robbing that fucking babe.
I'm well aware. Yeah, exactly. Start with Monopoly.
Yeah.
That's a good way to
Monopoly's
tear
a
your
good
family apart.
one. Because there's a lot of different ways you can cheat.
Yes.
And I love all of them.
Yeah, they're all great.
Well, and if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough.
I don't trust anybody without a dark side, I have to say.
No.
So if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I cheated on... This is... You guys, I'm going to open my heart to you.
Because you've been so close this entire time.
I cheated on a test in college and still failed.
Oh my God. Were you looking at Claudine Gay's paper?
No, I had my notes.
Oh my gosh.
Like straight up fucking actual notes.
Oh, like it's an open note exam.
It was not.
But when you... oh, okay.
But I opened the notes. I was like, he's not here.
Yeah.
Who's going to stop me? It was a linguistics test. Good Lord. I nearly failed that class too.
Well, this was before your dream about the Nordic symbols.
Yeah.
So linguistically, you were a little more naive back then.
Yes, I was young.
Yes.
I was young in my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, still failed it. That was not a good feeling.
No. When you left, were you like, thank God I had my notes?
No, I went and cried in the bathroom. I was like...
You knew? Yeah.
I was like, I should have taken somebody else's notes.
Yeah.
These notes were fucked. What was I doing in class?
Maybe you got a higher F, though, than you would have with your notes.
I don't know. I think just guessing.
Like a 59, not all Fs are equal. 59% is much different than 30.
I don't remember what exactly I got, but I think that if I would have just guessed or made something up, I might have done better than...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just putting anything down.
I could have just...
They give you credit for trying sometimes.
They do, yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, God, pity.
Let's
just give a +1 for this one.
I had to cry to pass that class. I went into the TA and I was like, I had a plan. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to have to swallow my pride here.
Right.
And really make this man uncomfortable with my emotion.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
My parents are very big donors
Yeah.
to this school.
Yeah.
And I will bring you down.
Yeah. I was like, I will ruin you.
I will literally, I will fuck you up, bub.
Yeah. But I barely, but also everybody barely passed. So it wasn't like, I wasn't like a special case. I mean, always I am. But yeah, it was a tough class. But I got a C.
Good for you.
And here we are.
Yeah. George Bush got a C
Yeah.
in like all of his classes.
Good for him.
And look what happened to him.
I respect that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't trust an all A student. I really don't. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. And someone who is
Not
all
living
A's
life, I
and
can tell you that.
If they get all A's and don't cheat, I don't like you.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like
you're
what you're doing.
You're not my type.
I don't
You're
like
not my
what you-
kind.
I don't like what you represent.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? 10:37. What do you think? Wrap it up?
Yeah, probably. I don't want to get a parking ticket because I won't pay it.
Right. Exactly. Okay. All right. Well, that was the first episode. Crazy's not enough.
Crazy's not enough.
We're only going to get better. There's nowhere to go but up.
Well,
Okay. This is our bottom.
knowing me.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll see you for the next one.
See ya.